Could you keep up with the likes of Michael Henry? Could you be the next Richard Patterson? Well, it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Welcome back, Dram Fam, to the Whisky Diary. Some say that blending whiskey is an art form, and I tend to agree. Single malts, they're pretty restrictive, as many people say, by SWA regulations, but when it comes to blending, there's pretty much an infinite palette to work with. Master blenders are fairly revered in the whiskey industry just for their ability. Many of the most famous kind of icons of the whiskey industry are the master blenders. Primarily, we're talking about people that have an incredible nose and the ability to discern the most minute of differences between multiple whiskies. I think there's a bit of a stigma surrounding blended whiskey. A lot of people see it as the inferior kind of little cousin to single malt, but blended whiskey is kind of the original whiskey. Originally, all single malt whiskey was pretty much just made to put into blends. Local shops being notorious for having their own blends and people travelling to go there because of the way that whiskey was made back in the day. But we're not going to talk about that today. Recently, when I was doing my usual peruse around Amazon to see if there's anything interesting and whiskey related, I came across this. This is the Chivas Blending Kit. Now, usually before I do a video, I will have kind of researched everything I can and, tried the whiskey, sat with it for a little while. But in this instance, I kind of wanted to give this a go just right off the rip without any kind of practice. The only thing I have done is I did have to pop it out the box because when it turned up, it was making a lot of glass rattling noises. So I just wanted to make sure that nothing was broken. So this is going to be a full unboxing experience with you. Now, before we get going, this is the Chivas Blending Kit, which I believe is basically kind of like make your own Chivas 12. I think kind of the idea here, because it comes with a little bottle of Chivas Regal 12. I think the idea is you kind of taste the Chivas Regal 12 and you either try and make it with the ingredients here or you design your own. Now, they do have a website that you can go to where it asks you some basic questions about what kind of whiskies you like and gives you the ratios to use for each one, which we'll get to in a minute. Now, I was very interested to find out, because what it does, it gives you 4 single malts and 1 blended grain whiskey. And I did a little bit of research on the Chivas brothers, and they own a number of single malt distilleries, including Aberlour, Alta Vane, Braeval, Dalmunnock, Glenbergie, Glenkeith, Glenlivet, Glentockers, Longmorn, Milton Duff, Scarpa, or Scapa, but apparently it's pronounced Scarpa, Strathyla, and the Strathclyde Grain Distillery. So we can assume that these single malts and single grains, blended grains and single malts, come from them. What we've got here are the 4 single malts labelled fruity, citrus, creamy and smoky. We don't get told exactly what they are, and there is a floral, which is the blended grain Scotch whisky. Now, if you kind of go through their website, you can see them saying, a smoky note brought by the Strathyla distillery, and then on a different page says floral grain base from the Strathclyde distillery. And then somewhere else it says Longmorn brings a fruity something. These are not all on the same page. So they're the ones I managed to kind of extrapolate, but that's not necessarily exactly what they are. So we're going to have a go at blending our own. We're going to taste the Chivas 12. We're going to see how that is. And then, I'm probably just going to go use their website and try and design my own blend, and we'll see if it's any good. So, in the box. Which I must say is a pretty nice presentation, but we don't need that anymore. Cool, so we have our Chivas 12. We have our Fruity, which is a single malt. Fruity, soft and full-bodied at 40%. Citrus, fresh and soft, again at 40%. Yeah, these are all 40%. Okay, they're all 40%. We have Floral, which is the blended grain Scotch whisky. Floral, delicate and sweet. We have These are all terribly tight to get out the bottle. Creamy, single malt whiskey, creamy, luxurious and velvety. And then smoky. Smoky, peaty and intense. And then we have a little empty bottle here, my blend, for you to, I guess, bottle your own when you get together. We get a little pipette in there as well, which is actually just really nice on its own. And a little beaker, graduated beaker, to mix it all with a marker for the size of the bottle. Now, I believe I paid... Oh, we don't need that anymore. I believe I paid £25 for this, which, I mean, just for the fact you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whiskies alone, you do the maths. That's pretty good. So, let's go ahead and try the Chivas 12, which I guess we could consider as our benchmark for the whiskey. So, this wouldn't be a blending experiment without bringing out the 1920s blender's glass. Now, I had actually drunk Chivas 12. My mate Brian Wells, who used to work at the courthouse in Dartford, he bought me a bottle of Chivas 12 as like a what do you call it, like a housewarming gift when I moved into a studio there. So, but it's been a very long time, and I wasn't into whiskey back then, so. It smells very grain forward, that's for sure. Definitely do get the smoke though. The fruitiness, I can smell like the bitter rind that I think we got from the citrus in there as well. But yeah, I'd definitely say grain forward, then smoke, then the fruity, citrusy bitterness comes through. Not hugely sweet, actually smells quite dry on the palate. Okay, that's actually not too bad. A full bottle of this retails for about between £20 and £30. I saw it as low as 21 from Asda, from a supermarket, and I saw it as high as 32, I think it was, on Whisky Exchange or something like that. If I came up with that from these bottles here, I probably wouldn't be too annoyed, to be honest. Right, let's get rid of that into another glass. That'll be for me when I'm editing. Let's put that to the side and let's start blending. So as I mentioned previously, there is a website for this kit which allows you to actually kind of design a whiskey for yourself, and then it tells you exactly what to blend. So let's give that a go. Create your own blend. Start blending. Cool. Have you got what it takes to be a blending genius? Nope, probably not. Tells you what's in the kit. Start making a blend. Okay. How much do you like floral notes? Jasmine tea. Okay, so I enjoy elderflower cordial, because I do. How fruity would you like your blend? I love ripe pears in, so I'd swim in fruit punch, ripe pears in syrup. I don't like fruity drinks. Apples and pears are the fruits for me. I love ripe pears in syrup. I'm hoping that's going to give me quite a thick, sweet, Speyside-y kind of influence there. How zesty would you like your whiskey? I usually pick lemon desserts. I love the smell of grafted orange peel. No citrus at all, like a touch of zest. I enjoy berry compote. I love the smell of grated orange peel. I'm quite partial to an old-fashioned as it goes. How velvety do you want your blend? Think butterscotch toffees, creamy liqueurs are my favourite. I prefer my drinks fresh. Buttered croissant. I like lots of milk in my tea. Let's go butterscotch toffees. How much smoke would you like? Let's go smell of bonfires, stick my head in a peat chimney, not even a wisp. I like smoked bacon, feed me everything from the barbecue. Let's go, I love the smell of bonfires. Okay, right, so here we go. No smoky, 7.5ml of creamy, 5ml of citrus, 12.5ml of fruity, and 25 ml of floral. So let's go here. Right, and I did have a little bit out of the floral, so we are probably about 3 ml short, but let's go for the full. Oh no, of course these are 50, aren't they? So what's the graduations on these? 70, 80, 90, 100. So these are 10 each. So let's go up to the 20 mark. And then just a bit past. Cool. So that's our 25 ml of floral. I'm working from the bottom up for some reason. That makes sense given the bottle on the left. 12.5 ml of fruity. So that would be, need to go up to 35. It's about there. And then we need 2.5 from in here. Can we do that with this? That's 1.5. We get additional 1. There we go. 5 ml of citrus. Go away. Forgot to charge my iPad before I started this, so here we go. 5 ml of citrus. Let's maybe not do this directly over the iPad, shall we? There we go. That's 2.5. Well, that was near a 2. There's another 2. Let's get a 1. And just a smidge more because that was a smidge shy. What else did you say? 1. And then 7.5 ml of creamy. So let's just do this again. Just under 2. Just under 2. Just under 2, and if we just do another one of those, that should take us up to the 7.5. Okay, right. So that is actually our blend. Create your masterpiece. We recommend. It's basically just saying that give it a stir, then have a smell and taste. I'm not going to lie, that actually smells pretty good. Let's get rid of that water out of there. And let's go into here, shall we? So I guess in the real world, you'd kind of let this then sit and you'd let this marry for a period of time in order to allow the flavours to better get to know each other in the glass. But I can't lie to you, this actually smells pretty nice. Slangiver. Okay. So on the nose, it does have a wisp of smoke. I'm not sure if maybe like the floral or something else has got a small amount of smoke in there. Kind of nudge it along the way, but I'm definitely getting like a little wisp of smoke. The fruit comes forward, but it is apples and pears. It's definitely more down like the candied apple kind of side of things. Bit of a baking spices note in there. A little bit of cinnamon, maybe some nutmeg. It smells quite alcoholic. If all of this is 12 and the floral component, the blended grain is 12, that is a little young. For grain, that can generally come across as being a little bit on the alcoholic side, but do you know what? That is not bad at all. And again, okay, right. Had some thoughts. So let's ditch the iPad for now, and we're gonna go rogue. So what I think it lacks. I would like to see a little bit more brightness in there. Now, the citrus for me was a little bit too bitter. The fruity is quite bright. So I'm thinking, add another couple of milliliters of fruity and then stick 2 ml of the smoky in there. Because while there is a wisp of smoke, I think that ashy bonfire note would kind of lift it again, make it a little bit brighter. So let's just pop that back in to our blending vessel, as it were. Right, so let's go with just under a mil, or just under 2 mil. Right, let's get another mil or so in there. And then let's get... Okay, I'm going to go with 1 ml first. That was 1.5. That'll do. Right. Let's give that a taste. Okay, so the smoke definitely comes through way more. It is a lot brighter now on the smoke side of things. Okay, it did work. It's a little bit more bitter now than I would like it. Yeah, I think that the fruity has... I think the smoke has taken the bitterness just a little bit too far, and the fruity hasn't quite compensated for it. I don't know. To be honest, I'm pretty damn happy with that. Let's get this bottled, shall we? So, there it is. My own personal blend of Chivas whiskies, or I guess it's Chivas Brothers, right? So, yeah, there it is. My own personal 40%, almost certainly artificially coloured, blended Scotch whisky. So I guess the big question here is, what do I think of this as an experience? Well, from a whisky standpoint, it's fine. I've definitely drunk things which are more to my palate, but from an experience standpoint, honestly, I love this. This is great fun. If you're a whiskey drinker and you feel like you know your palate a bit, this is actually really, really good fun. I'm not expecting to come out here. Where is my blend? I'm not expecting, to churn out a next gold medal winning whiskey, but so I just checked. This cost me £20. Now, it's given me a good... I mean, if I actually took some time, it'd actually give me a good hour's worth of fun. But I will say, left over, I have got a fair amount of liquid. You could easily make... Well, I mean, you've got five centilitre bottles, 250ml. That's a fair amount of blends you could give a go. And just for the fun of playing with different whiskies without the fear that you're, maybe wasting some of the good stuff or anything like that. Like, that's what this is for. And coming with the little beaker and the pipette, it's a really, really nice touch. Now, I will leave an affiliate link down in the description below. It costs you nothing extra, but I get a little kickback if any of you purchase through that link. I think, honestly, this is good fun. I actually highly recommend giving it a go. I didn't know what to expect, but yeah, I've really enjoyed myself, and I got a half decent whiskey. Do you know what? Let's wrap up. But anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you all very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please do drop a like down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, please do consider subscribing. Let me know down in the comments if you plan on picking this up, or actually if any of you know of any other kits that are similar to this. I think I would be really interested in trying some more of these. And on that note, Slàinte mhath.